Hello friends, I am Sunil Ranjan Mukul and I am an English teacher. Now in this session I have come with the topic psychological novel. So here I begin. A novel that focuses on the complex mental and emotional lives of its characters and explores the various levels of mental activity is known as psychological novel. Psychological novels deal with the inner person rather than the exterior actions of people and events. The rise of the psychological novel as a genre is said to have started with the sentimental novel, of which Samuel Richardson's Pamela is a prime example. The origin of psychological novel goes back to Giovanni Boccaccio's Elegia di Madonna Fiammetta in 1344. The tale of Genji, written in 11th century Japan, has been considered the first psychological novel. Henry James was one of the first to focus on the motives and psychology of his characters rather than on their actions. Psychological novels co-evolved with psychoanalysis in the first half of 1900s. Psychological novel is traditionally a genre of prose fiction that focuses intensively on the interior life of characters. It represents their subjective thoughts, feelings, memories, and desires. It is a type of novel in which the main interest lies in the mental and emotional aspects of the characters. It is also called psychological realism. Psychological novels treat the internal life of the protagonist or characters as much as the external forces that make up the plot. The internal action also both results from and develops the plot. Events may not be presented in chronological order, but rather as they occur in the character's thought associations, memories, fantasies, reveries, contemplations, and dreams. In fact, there is no novel that is not at least in part psychological, since writers examine the inner workings of many of their characters. But the intensity with which these inner thoughts and feelings are examined by means of such devices as stream of consciousness distinguishes the psychological novel from the others. There is a removal from the exterior world around the characters. One of the earliest psychological novels is Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, published in 1866. The narrative of this novel revolves around the inner workings of the main character's mind. In the 20th century, psychological novels became more prevalent with the writings of James Joyce and Virginia Woolf. They explored the private, psychological, fantastic, and the neurotic. The studies of psychologists too contributed greatly to its writing. Stream of consciousness is one of the distinguishing features of the psychological novel. The well-known psychological novel and novelists are: number 1, Crime and Punishment and The Idiot by Dostoevsky. Number 2, To the Lighthouse and Orlando, a Biography by Virginia Woolf. Number 3, The Ambassadors and the Golden Bowl by Henry James. And number 4, The Death of Ivan Ilyich and Resurrection by Leo Tolstoy. So friends, here I come to the end of the topic psychological novel. When you listen to the video again and again, you get the clear picture of what psychological novel is. If you have subscribed to my channel, well, it's fine. If you haven't, then do subscribe to my channel, because it is an opportunity to tell you about the different topics that have been prescribed in your syllabus. Thank you.